baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta even when I'm down bad. Yeah, I know how to bounce back, cause you know I gotta. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta. Still gotta. I still gotta. Must be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I gotta have a mind to hit you with a stitch you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, it might get a ride. Floating through the front door, my mind is a tie. Good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that.
It's Madden NFL 24, and this defense features Shaq Thompson, who really led his defense last week with a 10-tackle game. It's the Panthers and the Saints under the lights on Monday night.
The first of two on this Monday night, the Saints and Panthers underway from Charlotte. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here the Panthers set to take over for the first time. And Charles will get a look at the much-heralded rookie Bryce Young, the first overall pick from April's draft.
And this would be his second NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity, because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Saints, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
Ready.
Young. They'll run the screen with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Young will set to throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. The play fake. Now Young. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Mercedes Lewis. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Panthers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They'll be led out by one of the most productive QBs in the last decade. It's year 10 for the Fresno Stater now. Here's Derek Carr.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
That one good for 33 and a first.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double
dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. In motion right is Wilson. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Kamara up the middle. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but taking it right down Broadway. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 70 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try and get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Young's throw there incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. And now it's 2nd down.
Ready.
You look at this Saints defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just starting the bottom half of the league against the pass.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for, this is what you practice for, this is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Black swap.
Young to throw it. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or two short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. The slot man in motion right. Now a 1st down carry. It's Camaro. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The Saints at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
From midfield, here's Carr. He's got the 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And Wilson with it, complete. Touchdown! Zed Wilson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from evening this one up. The point after, good by Groupie. And we are tied at 14. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again. But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Ready?
Young now. And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you got to come hard when you see them drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in, and they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers 16.
First down, Saints.
Into the red zone. It's Carr. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 7. Now Carr. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Carr. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Wilson. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Carr going to throw. Touchdown, Saints. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have taken the lead. Here's Groupie for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Carolina getting set to take the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Thielen going to go in motion right. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Here we go.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Young. He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
And for the Saints here on third down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Ready.
Young. And this is going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's Carr. Gets this complete to Shaheed. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers going to go back on offense here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now Young. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Young. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They'll throw again. Young. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 23. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final shot here before half for Carr. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we have reached. Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the 3rd quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Saints to take over. They were winners last week over Tennessee, and they've got the lead here as well. They start this drive out 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. They run off tackle right with Kamara. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 91 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Carr. A quick throw, but incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Past the 20. He will have the 1st down and a bit more. Touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Groupie able to add the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Go. Ready.
Young to throw it. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Panther first down. It's a pretty nice throw right there from the rookie. And this, of course, is game number 2 of his NFL career. His guys did not get the win, Charles, in the opener. But what did you see from him last week?
Well, I think all things considered, he played pretty well, and I don't think I pinned the loss on him. But there's no question, this is a learning process, and that was step 1, and he's hoping on the road to glory.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Young looks to throw on first down. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Hubbard is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
109 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
First down.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. In motion right, Olave. Carr. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Saints. Cedric Wilson, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints are on their way to a 2-0 start. The point after, good by Groupie. And the lead now up to 14.
Panthers 21.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Ready?
Throwing, Young. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and
he's taken down here by the Saints. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
What's up?
Now Carr on the bootleg. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And the Saints, 1st down.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Big Derek Brown making the stop. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Ready.
Young to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Young. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Here's Young. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now Young. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. It'll be Young again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Young. Open man left side. It's the tight end Trimble. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Saints, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.